The story is entitled The Monster in Me, written by C. Benson 1273.
This is your fault,
Father used to say as he threw me in the shed and locked the door.
There's a monster in you, and this is what monsters deserve.
I never understood what I'd done wrong. I tried so hard to be good, to be what they wanted. I used to sit in the shed, lonely and hungry and cold. They never gave me food or a blanket, and I wasn't good enough to eat in the house with them and their real kids. And imagine them sitting inside the main house, having chicken and potatoes and cake, smiling and laughing. Happy. I didn't know what that was like. I could never remember being happy, only cold, lonely, hungry. Hated. For a long time, I tried to understand why they hated me. I heard them say once that I was a bastard. I remember thinking only boys could be bastards, but I guess not. I knew I didn't look like them. They were all so pretty with their blonde hair and blue eyes, and all I had was my dark skin and black scraggly hair. I prayed for the longest time to look pretty like them so they would love me, but I never did. Every once in a while, Father and Mother would bring me from the shed, tell me to clean up and order me to sit down and be quiet. These were the days when the priest came. They were really proud of their image in the community, and I guess seeing me in rags or locked up would make them look bad. I look forward to those days. I was still ignored and called worthless and under their breath whispers, but I got to eat a real meal and wasn't beaten. Not while the priest was there. On one visit, Julia, the oldest of the real children, poured scalding water on my arm. The priest was gone, and everyone laughed, not even bothering to give me bandages as they threw me back into the shed. As I lay there, alone and in pain, I remembered them saying that I was a monster, and this was what I deserved. In that moment, I realized that nothing would ever change. They would treat me like this until I died, and no one would ever miss me. Weeks later, they brought me out and into the house again, telling me to clean up as usual so that they could pretend to be decent people. I did as I was told. Later that night, I stood outside of the house, watching the flames rise against the sky like an angry god. They were so busy pretending to be decent, they never noticed the matches I stole from the kitchen, or the locks from the shed that I fastened to the doors. I thought perhaps I should feel guilty, remorseful, but I didn't. Father always said there was a monster in me. I guess he was right.